Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing well. Happy holidays to everybody. I just wanted to show you how I made my Santa Slayer ship. My Santa Sleigh in here. I put out a video a little bit back showing off the build as we built it live. But I thought I'd do an individual one here if you wanted to make your own. It was a lot of fun to do. It actually worked. You know, if you saw the live video, it actually, it could actually take out some enemies and everything. They're pretty well on it and stuff. So it was one of these things that it was just kind of a fun little thing. It's, not the best parts. It's all about, does it look like a sleigh by the end? And what I kind of figured out is that I really had to go pretty big for it to be able to do it. So let me kind of break down a little bit what I had to do. So I figured out, well, I needed kind of just a flat piece for the bottom of the sleigh. And so I just used a combination of the shroud. I like the shroud on there. We thought with the shroud one, a little bit of a Santa, a little bit of, the Arctic North Pole, Norwegian, kind of, type of thing, might kind of fit the RP of it all. So we kind of made this foundation base, just making kind of a square out of it or a little bit of a rectangle. I found out that going, 5 by, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of worked out the best here. And so I made a double layer of a single layer of that, and then another layer here to be the front. All right. Then I found some of the Tayo's nose caps, kind of rounded out the front a little bit, and then in the back, I attached for that rounded feel that kind of went with the front. I went with the Nova 1000 engines. I went with the weakest ones just because I didn't want to spend too much money on the build. It did cost me a little bit in there. And then from there, I was like, well, I've got to make the blades, of the sleigh, on the bottom here. And so I came up with a combination of using the Tayo spines mixed in with the Nova bracers, mixed in with the Hope Tech risers, and I put those two. I had to put in the Nova ones because these pieces, the Tayos, don't have any top parts that combine to get it. So, and then I added a little bit of the landing gear for the other parts, and then I used the Deimos belly to kind of swoop up there for the skis, So yeah. So I have all that. Let's put this on. So let's select that all. Let's put this back underneath. Am I too far? It looks like I'm too far. On. Back. Did I get it? Yes. All right. And I did that, if you see, on both sides. On this side, where I put one of the, had the landing stuff before, I put in the side landing bay so I could get up through here. And then to be able to get up into the ship, I put another hab there to combine with the habs inside. To do that, I had to have 2 little habs here, so that's why we have a total of 3. And just so that it had some symmetry, I put them on the other side over here too. So that was our base there of the skis. And then put that all on. These little siding things came a little after. I'll explain them afterwards. And these things, too, as little decorative pieces. But the next thing I needed to do, I need to put a grav drive. So I found a nice little B grav drive and a reactor. Just a low-end B reactor, nothing too special. I figured out that I could put them on the front here. Right? And then surround them here with little lights at the front. So let's grab all of these together, put them in front. Boom. So now I'm looking a little bit like the front part of the sleigh, maybe a new kind of mechanized one, maybe something that's very, from the movie Elf inspired or something like that. And so then to give it a little bit of a sleek from the thing, I combined a little bit of the Stroud nose caps here with the 2 different sizes. Put all that together, and then I hook that onto the top there. So if you see, it kind of gave it a nice little front to it, really nice. And then I started building the rest of my base because we need like a bench for Santa on that. So I was kind of figuring that out. So my next level here was this, and so I put this here. Is it there or was it one step back? I think it's there because it hooks onto there. Yeah, and so this is like the bench part of it, and then the back here, this is where the bag of toys. This is my bag of toys over here. I'll talk about that in a second. Then we take the next section in here, put that on top of there. Again, now we're seeing kind of that sitting of the bench, and I like to see, now you can see why I have these little side ones just to kind of round it out a little bit, you know, make it a little less square, a little bit less bulky. So I put on those little side caps. You know, on both sides over there, so over here as well. And then round out the frame a little bit, I put those the Deimos wing ports on there, made them a little bit yellow. So it's kind of like a place to, you know, if you're walking into the sleigh, place to put your feet, you know, in there before you got into the sleigh. So, and then I put the next level here. This is where we were going. Oops, go on back. Let's see, hold on. That's right. So let me select all of these at the same time because of course, the cockpit is not connected. It's connected to the presents, actually. So let's grab all of these now. Put this to the top there. Now that bench looks a bit better, and so the cockpit kind of blends in to that a little bit. You're actually able to walk in it. It's actually pretty easy to kind of get around inside of it, even though I have tons of habs in there, but we were kind of surprised by it. So yeah, the sleigh itself now is looking pretty darn good. All right, yeah, really kind of a neat little setup. If you kind of look from far away like that, it really does look like a sleigh. I do this quick. I was kind of just looking at my time on this video. I'm like, I'm explaining this in 7 minutes. I'm like, it took, if you saw the other video, it took forever for me to figure out how am I going to do this. And I got frustrated at one part. I'm like, there's no way I can do this. But it kind of worked out in the end. In there, and again, you could make this the starting of something really big because, like I said, I use kind of just the low budget parts in there, but you could add a whole lot of stuff to make this a really kind of, you know, cool themed flying ship. Then I just I want something a little 3x3, kind of make something, you know, that looked like a bag with the red coloring, and of course I use my the 400G helium tanks in there to look like the little baubles on there. Same thing with my shield generator to kind of have that look, and then at the very top, you know, to have our Docker at the very top. So we have everything there. Oops. I don't know why I just grabbed the one. Grab all. There we go. And I put that in the back here. And so there's the back of our sleigh. All right, with our Santa's bag in the back. And like I said, fully functional. I even put weapons on it, which for me, just a hoot. It's like, what kind of weapons would Santa have on his sleigh in there? So we've got that going. Not too much for shielding, not too much for cargo. You know, we say it's magical cargo in there. 24 light years, got a little bit of mobility, you know, top speed. It does got a little bit of movement to it, and it's, you know, it's under 1,000, you know, for its mass. So it's a very, very, very much in the holiday spirit of things and stuff. So if you want a fun build, I don't know how many people are going to give this a go other than just kind of check out the video. But if you're looking for something that's a fun build, you know, or maybe it gives you inspiration, that'd be the big thing. You know, if you want in the comments below, as far as like a holiday theme, what do you think is something that I should try? I think definitely my favorite part of this game is the shipbuilding. I've been really enjoying it. If you see a lot of my videos, they're mostly shipbuilding stuff. And especially for a theme build, you know, like I've got some Star Wars ones out there and some Star Trek and everything. And, you know, to do a holiday build like this was just a lot of fun. You know, even with the constraints of the game and what you can do, and, you know, because you can only do so much. But then it kind of becomes like a puzzle. It's like, what can I do? How can I figure it out? You know, to get something that resembles it enough that people are like, oh yeah, that's Santa's sleigh. You know, so. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, please like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, ding the bells, everything, and be on the watch for more videos. In there, we'll be doing more build stuff. I've got another one for us. Star Wars one that's a little bit different because it came from the Andor series in there. So be on the lookout for that. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for all your wonderful support with all my builds and everything. You've been fantastic. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.